Good morning, good afternoon, good night, guys. What's up, it's JoJo. We are back in Disney World. I feel like it's been so long, literally at least 2 weeks. We went from going into space on the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser to going on the ocean with the new Royal Caribbean Wonder of the Seas ship. So now we're finally on land and we're gonna have a good day. Now, if you haven't watched my full Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser playlist, top right corner, go check it out before you watch this video. I promised I'd give a full review on the cruiser, and I haven't yet, so that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna break it down into 4 different categories. I'm gonna talk about the cost, the food, the entertainment, and everything extra that comes with it. And at the end of this video, you guys will be able to decide for yourself if Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser is worth it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell. It is so odd for me to be in Disney's Hollywood Studios right now, and I missed it so very much. I must say, it looks pretty busy today. Mickey's Runaway Railway is at an 80-minute wait. Definitely is accurate because you can see the extended queue outside is full. As we are beginning our vlog, Kyle is ending his vlog. Did you have a good day?
Yeah, it's hot.
Hot, and
you should see Turning Red.
Oh yeah, the Pixar.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just watch it on Disney Plus.
I know, but you gotta see the preview first.
Fair enough.
It makes it even better when you watch it.
Gotcha.
Max.
All right, well, see you at home, bud. I don't know why to have this incredible celebration area open. This place used to have a show, a meet and greet, and a bunch of picture spots. And most of those have been removed and just replaced with seating. But you can still find this one over here, Celebrate the Super New, which I like. And if you didn't know, this building right here is actually the backside of Toy Story Mania. This used to be an entrance. I remember that from back in the day. But now it's just nothing. I don't mind it though. It's a place to grab some shade or talk about Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. We need to address the elephant in the room, the cost of Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. It's expensive. It's egregious, some could say. It's very up there. I just went on a cruise that cost me $1,500 for 7 days. And this Starcruiser is anywhere from $4,800 to $5,000 for 2 nights. So going right off the bat, if you can't afford that or you think you're pushing your limits for trying to buy that, maybe this isn't the Starcruiser for you. I will say though, if you can afford it, I personally think you'll get your money back, which leads into the rest of the categories. But off the bat, I agree with a lot of people. It is expensive, and I don't really understand why it's that expensive. Now, this is just a guess. I don't know if it's true or false, but maybe just because they can't accommodate too many guests, so they put it at a higher price so less people buy it. Because if you think about it, it's a 2-day Star Cruise, and all the cast and crew stay on it for the 2 days. You can only have one group at a time. And if you do that 365 times a year, that seems like a lot, but compared to the amount of guests that come to the park each and every single day, if it was a lower price, maybe more people would want to buy it, which means there'd be less spots in general. Maybe that could be part of it. I know entertainment is amazing on it, and they work very hard to keep the immersion going. So does the regular cast members in food and beverage and attractions. They all do such a great job, so maybe that's the only thing I can see justifying. I mean, the rooms are really nice. There's a lot of technology that goes into this whole resort. Again, that's just my guess though. Don't, quote me on that. Regardless, it is very expensive. Personally, I'm very grateful towards Disney for inviting me onto that whole media event, because if they didn't invite me, I probably would have never gone just due to cost alone. Which, mentioning Disney by the way, they didn't tell me that I can't or not say anything. So everything I'm saying is true and not, pushed around by Disney at all. Walt Disney Presents is showcasing a sneak peek of Turning Red right now. It's on Disney Plus. Definitely gotta check it out. My friend Straw Hat Goofy really enjoys it. Comment down below, do you like it? I wonder if the parks are ever gonna hit a slow season, because right now it's not slow, and it hasn't been slow for a very long time. I assume it's because, after COVID, everyone felt comfortable and ready to get back in the parks. Slinky Dog Dash is at a 140-minute wait, starting from back at the entrance. a little attention to detail going from Toy Story Land into a whole different galaxy, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You can see the actual plants change as you start to progress in. You got all this like shrub grass, you know, backyard stuff into these nice bushes, and as you continue through the ground, the cracks start to even out. Right now it's all cracky and stuff, but as you make your way into it, it becomes more settled, more controlled, and before you know it, the music changes and you're in Galaxy's Edge. The transition from one place to another is very seamless, and obviously they did that on purpose. Now, before we go into Galaxy's Edge, let's talk about more. Food is a big deal, obviously. If you're paying all this money, you want to eat good. You're there for 2 nights, and don't worry, they have a lot of food. There's gonna be food that you're accustomed to, that you like, and there's also gonna be food that you're gonna be like, oh, do I want to try that? Because the texture might be weird, the flavor might be a little different, or the food coloring of it might be just really out there. But I definitely implore you guys to try it all. That's what I did, and I'm very satisfied about it. Overall, I'll give the food offerings a solid 8 out of 10. There's definitely things I didn't like, but there's so much of a variance on the Starcruiser that even if I didn't like one thing, I was like, it's okay. You know, breakfast and lunch is buffet style, so you can get as much as you want or as little as you want, which was lovely. And then the dinners came as like a selected course, and I liked basically everything. I didn't like the blue shrimp. I don't even know if that's there anymore, but the bayo buns were delicious. Even the veggie bayo buns, which I predominantly try to stay away from, was good. I enjoyed everything. The second night was good. They had a ton of different samples from places around the universe. The bread sampler was delicious. I vibed. The chutney, everything was so good on there. If I had to pick one of my favorite nights, night 1 was definitely my favorite dinner. I couldn't really enjoy the food as much just because I was so focused on the entertainment, which we will get to. But day 2 was good just because it was just dinner, and I enjoyed the food, but I wish I had the dinner from day 1 on day 2, if that makes any sense. They even have blue and green milk on tap, which I think is amazing. It tasted better on the Starcruiser. I don't go out of my way to usually drink blue or green milk here. Maybe because it's not free. It's free on board, obviously. Maybe because it was like in an actual vending machine that it tasted that much better, but regardless, I enjoyed it. They have fruit juices, soda, water. The alcoholic drinks were really good. I kind of wish they had a little bit more of a variance, but overall I enjoyed all of it. There is some sweet stuff, but there's a lot of gin and whiskey based drinks. There was like 2 or 3 sweet drinks. I kind of wanted one just like overwhelm me with sugar, which they didn't have, which I can understand why they didn't, but the drinks were fine. I enjoyed them. I got through all of them pretty quick. They have less drinks than I thought they would. But then again, I do like to drink. If you haven't watched my cruise vlogs, just go check that out.
Cheers, man! Hey, I don't know where we are right now. This is crazy.
If you are adventurous, you will love the food on the Starcruiser. And if you're not adventurous, it's okay. They will still have options for you. Look at all of them giving a heart sign to the stormtroopers. Right off the bat, coming into Batuu, this was my favorite part of Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, the entertainment. And as you see here in Galaxy's Edge, we are socially distant. You can't really get close to them, but on the Starcruiser, they literally get into your face. They even touch you, which is a huge plus in my mind. I love them so much. All right, category number 3. If you don't know me personally, I love Disney entertainment. Between the Stormtroopers, Chewbacca, Rey, and all the new characters that they add, it really ties in the whole experience together, makes it immersive, and I think that this is the true selling point to this Starcruiser. If you miss getting close to the characters, if you miss giving Chewbacca a big hug, then definitely go on this. I was shocked when I first got on and I saw a Stormtrooper literally come up to me, grab my vest, and then accuse me of something. It's amazing. 10 out of 10 experience just because of that. I like to stress this entertainment bit a lot because everyone is immersed. I'm not just talking to characters, I'm talking to cast members who are serving you food, who are helping you get your stuff to your room, even guest services, merchandise. Now don't get me wrong, if you aren't truly understanding something, those cast members will get out of story and help you. However, part of the whole immersion is that they've all been trained to really, really stick to the storyline. By the second day, everyone knew my name. It was lovely. It really added to the experience that I felt like I was on a cruise, not just in a hotel. Some of the main characters called me out multiple times during the trip, and even at the end, some of the actions that I did added to the full story of everyone on the cruise ship, which is mind-blowing.
The only one who got in Gaia's way more than me was you, Jojo! Luckily, you taped the whole process, and all of your incriminating deeds have been recorded. We thank you for the footage.
You're welcome.
And I think that is really what drives the Starcruiser, is the immersion and them getting to know you. It might not be worth it for you if you don't like characters, or if you don't like kind of role-playing, getting into the story of everything. Now, this story is on my vlog, but to sum it up for the review, I was about to go to my room at some point to charge my phone, and as I was going to my room, this engineer named Sammy came up to me out of nowhere and was like, "You're Jojo, right? I can trust you." Initially, I was like, wow, he remembered my name. Sure, I trust him, what's up? He brought me into a room and Chewbacca was hiding behind a box. He stands up, this man is huge. I forgot how big Chewbacca is. I haven't been this close to him in such a long time. And he asked me to go down to the 5th or 6th floor to check out the engine room and make sure no First Order supporters were in there so we could sneak Chewbacca in there. And then it became a whole mission. I literally ran out of that room so quick. I saw my friend coming out of a merchandise store because she was just shopping. I picked her by her hand and yanked her down towards the engineer room, made sure the coast was clear. Chewbacca came down, and then Sammy congratulated me, and we learned about the next mission. That itself made the whole trip for me. The fact that he remembered my name, the fact that he kind of pulled me into this story that I had no idea that was going on, was lovely. Entertainment is a 10 out of 10. Everyone on the Starcruiser, entertainment, not entertainment, does an amazing job at keeping you immersed. Speaking about characters, we have a bunch of them just walking through right now. There's Rey, there's Vi, there's Chewbacca. Lovely people. They're moving on. I love that. Look at people's faces. Do you see their face? Like, everyone's just shocked. Imagine going on the Starcruiser. Now, there is one more category that's not too specific, but it's called extra stuff. Basically, things that you don't think about that come with the Starcruiser, which I'm gonna talk about right now. First and foremost, you get an excursion to Galaxy's Edge. On this Galaxy's Edge excursion, you get to interact with objects, characters, and continue the storyline. You do get lightning lanes for both Rise of the Resistance and Smuggler's Run. But I will say, when we went on our trip, we were not able to actually go on Rise of the Resistance because the ride was down. And unfortunately, by the time it came back up, we had to leave to make sure we didn't miss our lightsaber training. So you are technically on a tight schedule. Even looking at this, the lightning lane line looks pretty long right now. If everything works out perfectly, you can kind of smooth your way onto Rise, get on it, complete the mission, then do more fun interactive stuff. However, looking at the line right now, I don't know how long this would take. And then you have to think about your Oga's reservations, your droid reservations, or your lightsaber reservations if you made them. Small detail, I actually didn't get to see Rey too much on the Galactic Starcruiser. I saw Chewbacca a lot. It kind of depends on what stories you decide to follow. I saw Rey during shows, but never a one-on-one interaction, which I'm still upset about. It's okay, no worries. In your excursion itinerary, you can decide if you want to build a lightsaber or build a droid. Now, the last pod that goes back to your Starcruiser for us was at 4. So just be prepared that it's gonna be an early morning because you gotta get back on the ship because there's more events to happen at night time. On our Starcruiser, they did provide us with food vouchers to both Ronto Roasters and Cargo Bay. However, we didn't get to use them because we were just so pressed for time. I don't know if they do that for everyone or just us because it was a media event. When I was starting my excursion from the Starcruiser to Batuu, I was worried that the immersion was gonna fade because we're kind of just entering the regular Disney parks at this point. But I was surprisingly delighted that when you get here, they give you a pin, which basically states that, hey, we're from the Starcruiser, which allows cast members and entertainment to recognize you. Entering Smuggler's Run was a fun surprise because the cast members actually acknowledged that we were passengers, and they asked us about the cruise and how it was going. And then once we got onto the actual ride, Hondo Anaka acknowledged us by saying we were those fancy cruisers, and I thought that just kept me in the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser universe that much more. As far as transportation from the Starcruiser to Batuu, aka Hollywood Studios, you have this huge tunnel, and apparently it's open to people now as a place for shade when they're not having anyone come through, which is cool. I can't believe I'm even back here right now. You can see this is the pathway you would take right now if it was open. You can see it says Off-Planet Shuttle. This is where you would scan. Once you scan, there's the sign for the Halcyon. Oh my gosh, I'm getting nostalgic. And you would take this pathway, which brings you to the cruise ship. I guess they're on day 1 right now because you don't have an excursion. But yeah, it's very easy and honestly, pretty awesome. Even this ship right here, I'm not gonna go into spoilers, makes me kind of nostalgic because we did something very special with this ship that affected the whole events on the Starcruiser. Wow, okay, that was a lot of information. So much happens on the Galactic Starcruiser. It's hard to make it all one solid review, but I hope you guys learned something. I personally think it's worth it, and that's from my own opinion. No one told me to say that. I know everyone has different opinions. Everyone has seen videos by now, but I did get to go on the Starcruiser for technically 3 days. I did the full experience, and then I did one extra preview day. I love it. I want to go on it again. I mean, nothing in the world can replicate playing Sabacc in a bar, and then all of a sudden clone troopers come up to you and the little kid you're playing against and harasses you about Chewbacca being on the ship. It's just irreplaceable, you know? I think what it comes down to is the cost. If you can afford it and you want to go on it, go on it. If you can afford it, but you're not too sure, maybe stay away from it. And if you are breaking the bank to go on the Starcruiser, I definitely say don't do that. Wait until you can comfortably afford it. If you don't really love entertainment or being immersed in a story or role-playing, the Galactic Starcruiser might not be worth it for you. You do not need to have any preconceived Star Wars knowledge to go on this and have a good time. The original characters that they create on the ship can propel the story enough. Please comment down below nicely, of course, how you feel about the Starcruiser. If you're gonna go on it, if you were gonna go on it, why you're not going on it. I would love to keep this discussion going. But again, please be nice. At the end of the day, this is just a Star Wars hotel. This is just a property that's part of Disney. We don't have to be ripping at each other's necks about it, okay? Final words on Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser for me is that it is a very immersive, unique experience. What you put in is what you're gonna get out. If you go in with a good attitude and try to interact, have fun with not only the characters, but the people around you, I'm sure you will have fun. But if you go in and you're like, I'm not really about this, and you stay in your room, you're not gonna have fun. There's so much information online. There's people who loved it, there are people who don't like it. It's up to you to make an educated decision if you want to go on it. If you do decide to go on it, then just put yourself out there, have fun, and I'm sure you will have a good time. I want to save up money so my friends and I can go back one day and just experience the whole thing, because I was recording the whole time. There was moments when I wish I didn't have my camera and I could just take in some of the moments. So that's my final take on it. Star Tours is at a 35-minute wait. No! Do you guys see that? I swear I've never heard that thing shoot or move its gunners before. They must have recently turned that on. I'm not going crazy. I know I have been gone for a bit, but I've never seen that before. As I was exploring Disney World, Hollywood Studios, always making new friends. What's up, guys? What's your name?
Paul, Anna, Mary, and Isaac.
Mary came up to me, she's like, hey, we watch your videos. And you were like, can we be in your video? And I'm like, heck yeah. Where are you guys from?
Iowa.
Iowa? Okay, are you guys having a good time? Thumbs up? Thumbs up? Yes. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Some of you guys always ask me, hey Jojo, how do you go to the park so often? Well, sometimes I come to the parks, talk about Star Wars, and leave because the wait times are very, very long. And don't get me wrong, I love waiting in lines, but I usually like doing it with friends, and I got no friends today. Kyle already left. Something cool though, look at this. They're taking a big training group picture for Photo Pass. Fun fact, you can find out all the parade times for any park on your My Disney Experience app. I was about to leave, but we have some Pixar friends coming out right now. Yeah! I've never actually seen him out the gate. Looking good, looking strong, Mr. Incredible. Oh, that is so cute. Aw, that's so cool. Hey, look at Jesse, Woody, and Buzz. They look great. Hey, looking good, Jesse, looking good. And Buzz, you catch him right here. What's up? All right, everyone, with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed my review on Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. And we had an interesting first day back in Disney. Kind of busy today. I wasn't able to go on any rides, but I still had such a good time running into all of you and just enjoying the vibes. I mean, come on, Donald Duck is right behind us right now, just vibing. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead, like, subscribe, share, ring that bell. And remember, guys, every day is a blessed day to be alive, and I'll see you in the next one. See you real soon.